Grandma good. Time on buich lower chair on PMB show agus takiach da hurchty. Dementia, Alzheimer's, stroke, Parkinson's, MS, epilepsy are just some of the neurological disorders which most of us here in this chamber are familiar with. Most of us know someone personally who's been affected, whether it's a family member, a friend or a colleague, who have tragically been affected by one or other of these neurological disorders. Behind the scene of the individual suffering is the enormous challenge that husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, families and friends have to face. Often families, for example, both face the life-changing prospect of having to manage a chronic, lifelong condition. Carers face the prospect of a lower quality of life, sleep deprivation, constant pressure and strains on relationships. Both carers and sufferers face the prospect of social isolation, stress and coping difficulties, especially where there are a lack of supports and resources to ease the burden on both carers and sufferers. It is unfortunate that community services are insufficient and fragmented. There is an excessive reliance on the voluntary sector, particularly in light of the funding cuts in SNAs, home care packages and so on. There has also been a reduction in both residential and respite facilities, leading to a dependence on home carers. But with the increasingly more complex family structures in modern Ireland, there is a reality that there are fewer families who can take on the burden of care for a family member at home. We have had a myriad of legislation and strategies and proposals. In 2001, Quality and Fairness, a health strategy for all was published. We have also had the Disability Act in 2005, Listening to Carers in 2008, the National Carer Strategy recognised, supported and empowered 2012, the Capacity Bill, the National Policy and Strategy for the Provision of Neurological Rehabilitation Services in Ireland 2011 to 2015 and so on. Yet with all this work and all these aspirations, there has been either no implementation or incomplete implementation of many of the key strategies and proposals. Thank you.